Hey, what's up, guys? This is PJ. I run a company called Perfect Timing Moving. This is the PJ Moving Academy. Now, you might ask or wonder, why moving? Moving is great, actually. It's something where even if you have no education, which I only have a grade 10 education, so you can make a lot of money. Also, what happens is if you have a criminal record, there are people with a criminal record who still can run a moving company. Just allotted to it's not just allotted to someone who is on the straight and narrow. That doesn't mean, obviously, in some places there are regulations. Some people will ask you for a criminal record check, so there is that. But if you're getting it on the low and you're just renting and you're doing small moves, no one's really going to question that. So this is also a good thing if you're having issues within your life that you made mistakes and you want to do right now. Like some places you try to get a job, it's damn near impossible to get a job if you have a criminal record. They're asking you all these questions. Generally, if you know how to speak on the phone very well, which I can teach you, little tips and tricks and exactly what to say, you'll have no issues with them trusting you. Your first place that you're going to start is on that phone where you get the calls based on you placing an ad, right? So I love moving. I don't love doing it. I love what the money brings. It's not as backbreaking as people think if you have systems in place. It's not the most sexiest job, but you have a lot of fun experiences. You meet a lot of cool people. And if you have the right guys, it can be actually pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. Like, you have jokes. All I'm doing in the videos that I'll be posting is just laughing. I'm laughing consistently with my guys. And I'm older. I'll let you guys figure out my age. If you guys can figure out my age in the comments, I'll send you a free ebook on how to pretty much run a moving company. And if you're interested, put ready to move in the comments and I'll send you an ebook anyways. The main thing for me is, like, I'm trying to make people aware. There's a massive problem right now, and that's there's no jobs. There's no jobs at all. And I feel really bad for people because people call me 24/7 to get a job with me, but all my jobs are already taken by the guys I have on full time. I go do one bedroom, 2 bedrooms. We do 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, and we also do long distance, right? That's my bread and butter, which is the long distance. What I mean by that is long distance, you can do like 5, maybe 10 moves in a month, and you'll gross anywhere from 60 to 100K in 1 month, right? 1 month. Obviously, expenses are in order, but it's usually like 60% margin, right? So if you're at 100, you're at like 60,000 left over, or maybe 50,000. So the profit margins are still there. Sometimes it's even better depending on how you structure it with your guys and how you set up the pay for your guys. So it just depends. And again, I don't have to work. I'm not out there working. I'm just sending guys. I get to go to the gym as much as I want. I get to relax. I get to get myself in shape, because if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. So the main reason why I love this is it frees up time. Even if I'm an NBA player and you're on contract, they're making millions. But guess what? Even if they're injured, they still have to be at the game. Like, you know what I mean? They can't sub someone in. Like, SGA can't sub someone to sit on the bench. He has to be there still. His time is physically taken up. Mind you, these guys are getting paid like $1 million a minute, but I don't have to be there. I'll have guys go out for the whole month. I don't touch a couch. I don't touch anything. And I'm still making $60,000 for the month, right? Like, and I used to be in the world of, like, I used to be in the streets when I was younger. So I've seen what money looks like that you can make that's not on the books. And I thought, oh, you can't make money like anywhere else unless you're a lawyer, a doctor, or a drug, like in the drug game or in the streets, right? And that is 100% wrong. That is 100% wrong. If you're doing anything criminal, it is a road to, you're going to end up in jail or dead, right? Possibility. I've been shot before, right? I've done dumb stuff, and I got out. Luckily, I have 7 kids, and I had custody of 3 of them at one point, but that's neither here nor there. Now I'm just doing my own thing because everyone's grown, or everyone thinks they're grown, and the money is there, right? And when you can bring in this money, I looked at an Acura, NSX, pretty much, bought this, bought that. There's Ferraris, there's different stuff I got to look at, Rolls Royces. I never thought I could look at this stuff. Mind you, money doesn't buy you happiness. It really doesn't. But it's a good down payment on just being happy in the meantime, right? So you can't base everything off of the money, but it gives you freedom. It gives you options. It gives you time back, which is what I want. I do not want to work a regular job and then end up by 65 or 60 or whatever, retiring, where I have 10 years to enjoy my life, and that's when my hips are broken. No, No, like Drake said, everyone dies, but not everyone lives. I want to live. I'm not really a traveler. I'm not really into buying expensive stuff. I don't like name brand crap. I make my own stuff. So you see it in the back. I don't know if you guys can see it. All my hoodies and stuff. I make my own stuff. So for me, why wouldn't I represent my own brand, right? I run the moving company, and now I'm teaching people, PJ's Moving Academy. I'm going to start teaching people. So this is just a quick introduction to who I am. I'm a man of many talents, but the one thing I really want to do is inspire people to let them know there is hope. You don't have to be out here looking for work. Find it. I've had guys cry on the phone to me where they say they can't find anything, but I can teach you. I've taken guys aside and I've taught them. There's a guy who runs a moving company in my area, 416 Movers. Shout out to him. He knows who he is. And he told me the reason he started his business is because of all the stuff I taught him. And he's doing fine running. He gets frustrated and he didn't follow the same stuff that I did. So he might not be in as long as me. And then when you do the long distance, again, it separates you from everybody else because only a certain amount of people can do long distance. Like you have to calculate kilometers, what the person had. It's so intricate, but the money is worth it if you can add everything up. I've had trips go out for $30,000. I had one trip, 5 days. I made $50,000, 5 days. Gross $50,000. After the expenses, net $40,000 in 5 days. Like, do you understand how much money? Most people can never see or dream that. I've seen it. I never dreamt it because I never thought it was possible, but I've seen it. I've done it. And I can do it again and again and again when I want. I've pretty much kind of X'd out, kind of retiring where I'm taking it slow and solely doing long distance because long distance just makes the most sense. You're dealing with less people and you're making more money. You can look busy, but it doesn't mean you're making money. Like guys are out doing 60 moves in a month. That's cool, but I can do 5 and make the same amount as you. Make that make sense. And if I only do 5, then I have less expenses. If you do 30 and have your guys out 30 to 60 times, you're running more fuel. You're running more guys. Guys don't show up. Guys get hurt. There's so many more things that can happen. You have 60 more times and 60 more chances for something to get damaged. If you go out 6 times, that's only 6 times you have where something can go wrong versus 60. Like, it's just simple math. Because I used to realize I made a good amount one year. I think I made like close to 500,000. And I'm like, oh, that's great. But the expenses were crazy. And I walked with like 250, which is still good. Then the next year after I made like almost 800,000. And I'm like, 800,000? What the hell? I did less. But it's because I went longer distances. That's why. And I looked at the amount I spent and I'm like, okay, I spent less because I didn't have as much guys to pay for consistently on the payroll, right? And again, you can get paid cash, you can get paid with e-transfer, and you can get paid, what was the other one? Oh, credit card, right? So there's 3 ways to get paid, and you get paid the same day. Again, I don't know too many places where you can get paid the same day for your services. Once everything's off the truck or before you get it off the truck, you get them to pay, and you have that in the contract that I have made to protect yourself. Again, I'm not a university graduate. I'm not university educated. I'm not college educated. I do not have a diploma. I didn't even finish high school. So don't let them fool you that you need this higher education. It's just basically offering a service of value and being quality. If you can give quality, people will recognize and they spread the word. Good attitude, good guys, you guys smell good, you don't look like hobos. Like, you have to look the part. People think because, oh, you're bigger because you lift stuff. No, that's not it. I'm bigger because I go to the gym because I have more time because I set my guys up that want to work. Back when I was doing the moves, I was fat, right? I was huge because I didn't have that time to get out of the truck. I'm not saying that happened to you, but here's what you eat at every move. The customers buy you. Pizza. They treat me like a Ninja Turtle, right? All they're giving me is pizzas. Like, and that's all you can do because you can't go off site to go get food. Generally, you can go on the way there, but if they say they're going to buy you food, you're going to go waste your money on food when you don't have to? No, it doesn't make sense. So again, my name is PJ. I run a company called Perfect Timing Moving. I am on Google. I have 144 reviews and I'm 4.9 stars. I should have more, but Google's a trip, so it don't even matter. I used to want to have 300, 400, 500. Half of the reviews these guys have on here are all fake. I tell people, don't look at my good ones. Look at my bad ones because I have so little. I have so few. So go check me out. I'm running something called PJ's Moving Academy. Be the first in line to get into my workshop. For me, I will give free information through my YouTube, but if you want it all pieced together, I have a workshop. My workshop's not going to be much. I'm going to make it available for everybody. I'm trying to host it every Saturday between pretty much 12 and 2. You get about 2 hours of my time. We get on a Zoom, we talk. If you want full out consulting, if you want programs in order how to run stuff, just exactly how I did, I have all that too. Again, I'm here to inspire. I'm here to help. I'm not asking for much whenever I ask for someone to pay for my time, because my time is important too. I appreciate everyone who's spending their time listening, because without you guys, there is no me. I could be talking to no one right now, right? But hopefully I'm talking to you. This message is for you if you feel, what do I do next? It's not, if you don't have a job, this is for you. If you have a job, this is for you. You could be like, I have a job and I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I want to move from this, but I don't know what to do. Well, moving could be your next moving can be your next best option. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not going to edit this, so you're going to hear me fumble and stumble. I'm just going to keep it real. That's what it is. I'm not doing all these cuts and all this other crap, man. You're going to get the raw PJ. So if I mess up, I mess up. And if I say it perfectly, I say it perfectly. God bless y'all. I'm here to inspire. I'm here to let people know it is possible. The money you can make is insane in this industry. And another thing, this is going on 11 minutes, so I got to kind of cut this. It's pandemic proof. Through the pandemic, I made my most money. And guess what? Nobody was on the roads because I'm an essential service. I didn't even know this. I had no clue I was an essential service until I found out I was essential service. And it feels nice when you don't have to worry about being on the road, because if any cops pull you over, which I did get pulled over, they asked what I do. I said, I'm a mover. And from them seeing all of my stuff, my trucks, my trailers, everything else, they understood what the plan was and the play was, and they let me go about my business. Again, I own trucks and trailers, so I'll show you videos of that. I had 2 trucks, 100,000 each, and then I have trailers that I pull with my dually truck and my single axle setup. But you guys don't have to buy trucks. This is the mistake I made. I bought too much stuff. I'm going to teach you guys how to just rent. And with renting, once the move is over, guess what happens? You don't have any more expenses. You get to pocket that money and keep it, and you move on to the next thing. Your expenses are cut down. I had to consistently pay for insurance, consistently pay for a truck payment, because if you're in a colder climate, it does slow down. Once it slows down, you still have payments that don't slow down. So when you rent, you give it back, and you only need it when you have something. People don't care what you show up in. They don't care. They just want it moved. If you show your competency once you get there, and you have manners, and you're bringing your guys through, once they buy you something from, like, we have Tim Hortons here, I'm in Canada. Once they start buying you stuff, they like you. It's a wrap. If they ask you what you guys want to drink, coffee-wise, or a donut or whatever, golden. You got it. You don't have to worry no more. Half the customers leave me alone to let me do my job. So, 13 minutes almost. I'm going to cut this. Love y'all. PJ, Perfect Timing Moving. That's my company. You can look me up if you want to. I'm based out in Canada over here, close to Toronto. And PJ's Moving Academy. This is one of many videos you will see, because I want to let you know I got you. As long as you have drive and you have will and you want something greater than what you've seen in front of you, I can lead the way and show you what's up. Let's go on this journey together. Yeah.